The opinions in this podcast are all our own.
But the businesses are real chamber members.
It's a chamber chat.
Coming to you from Wahoo, Nebraska. Chamber Chat with Kate
And Kat.
Welcome to Chamber Chat with Kate.
And Kat. I'm Catherine Nygren.
And I'm Kate DeCoste. This podcast is everything Wahoo Chamber of Commerce.
Well, Kate, we have another guest in the studio today.
We do.
So excited to introduce Sandy Hone
Yes.
of Inner Serenity.
Yes, thank you, Sandy, for being here.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
This has been fun. We were chit-chatting a little bit prior.
Yeah, we had a whole
conversation.
combo. Yes.
Before we should have been recording.
I should have been.
It was fun.
So Sandy, tell us about Inner Serenity and things that you do.
Sure. So Inner Serenity, I've had this business for about 18 years. I need to go look at the dates specifically, but 9 years here in town, and now I've been 9 years out at, that equals 18, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my strong suit now. And now I've been 9 years out by the lake at my home. So I'm a massage therapist. And with that, I also do a lot of different things that coincide with massage therapy. But massage therapy is my main business. But I also do Reiki, which is energy work. I've gotten into sound healing. I also do work with chakras, which goes into energy and just all. I used to teach yoga for many years. I still do yoga, but it's just in a different setting than what I had done before. Breath work, meditation, and they all intertwine and go with one another. So it's a great
Different types of
combination.
wellness.
Absolutely. For the whole person. So I just switched my name last year. It's still Inner Serenity, but I switched it to Inner Serenity Wholistic Wellness. It used to be Inner Serenity Wellness Center. And the reason I did that was because, speaking of the whole person, and I've always very much been in line with that we're talking about taking care of our whole being. So mind, body, and soul. We've heard that. That's been 3 words that are spirit, however you want to say it. But I truly, truly look into that as to what's going on up here, what's going on in here, and also physical and how you're taking care of yourself. Maybe what you're eating, exercise, all of that goes into our whole wellness. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, what's the saying when it's time for self-care? Like when you actually stop and do self-care, it's kind of too late. It's like one of those things you need to have more, front of mind and doing that on a regular basis versus like by the time you feel like you need it, you're past needing it.
Yeah, you needed a long time ago. And self-care is, I do get a lot of people that will come for massage and they think it's a treat for them, which, I think it's a treat when I get one as well. But it really is for your health as well. And so I want people to get that into their mind too, that this is for my health and my well-being, but it's also is a treat.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It can be both.
It can be both. Because I feel like sometimes when you think of that as a treat, it's like, well, I need to either like accomplish something or I need to let myself have that treat.
Exactly. Thank you. Yes.
As a reward
And
for
where I'm
something
like,
you've done.
you really should be doing this monthly.
Right. Yeah.
If it resonates with you, not everybody finds different ways for health. And so usually massage is a great tool for people, but make it a monthly thing, make it a part of your life and not that, like you said, just, I earned it because I read 25 books.
Right.
I cleaned my house.
I cleaned my house, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I just think, I feel like people, maybe it's a little bit better as people are thinking of self-care as actually like it's needed or that we need
healthcare.
it as healthcare where
Yes.
and it's like we still have to have that in our
Absolutely.
brains.
And people, I've seen a turn because I've been in the business now, 18 years with what I'm doing. And I am seeing a turn that people are aware of taking care of themselves without just popping a pill or having surgery or whatever.
Right.
That we have to find alternative ways of healing or helping ourselves that isn't just an instant gratification type of thing either.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it can take time to,
Yes.
you have to work at it. And,
Yes.
And we're such a society of like,
I want it now.
I want it now. I'm just going to take it and it's going to fix me.
Yes.
And that's not it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So
We are like definitely a society with I feel like with anything.
anything. Oh yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
I'm going to text you and you better text me right back. Like I need to know
Yeah.
this.
I need to know this now.
now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
Well, yeah, when you have that device at your fingertips, you know, it's just so easy to just pop it open and find whatever you want to know, contact whoever you want to contact, you know, and just being plugged in all the time and doing things like breath work, like, you know, meditation is kind of like that, you know, getting away from that digital, you know, vibrations all the time.
Yeah, definitely a different world right now with social media and just that we can connect through a phone with somebody immediately. That we just need to kind of decompress that and focus in on ourselves once in a while, and that is causing a lot of stress and anxiety and all that. So yeah. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what are some things that people could book with you? You talked about the massages. Like, what are some other things that they can, like, what does a typical session look like for some of these other like breath works?
Yeah. So most people are very aware of massage therapy and I do half sessions, but are 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes. Some people like to throw in warm stones with their massage, which is actually very nice as well. But I also do Reiki, which is energy work. Universal life force energy is what it means. And people are like, well, what's energy work? Well, it's a connection between, I like to think of it, an easy way of explaining it, just so people get a little bit of an idea, is think of when you might be thinking of somebody. I know this has happened to everyone. You're thinking of someone and then they call you on the phone. Like we're all connected and there's all these different ways that we can connect. And Reiki is part of that. And it's a healing through touch. I touch when I do it, and you just go to different points on the body. And a lot of times I'm just guided by that person's energy as well. So, but it's also just a really good tool for relaxation and balancing your energy, and just going a little bit deeper and getting to know yourself as well. So, I like to include chakras, which are these points on the body that are turning energy. So it's like, think of a circle and it's just going round and round and round. So trying to balance those chakras so that you can live a more balanced life. So everything is connected to, every chakra is connected to a different part of the body. And a lot of people are familiar with the heart chakra. You also have the throat. I mean, I could go through all of them. But anyways, you want to, I always think of it like you're like a fountain. So all this energy is coming up through your feet. It's going out the top of your head and then it comes back around and goes back up on your feet. So we want to keep those lines open so that that energy can flow and that you're a healthy person. So that's part of that.
Very cool.
Again, another form that I used, and I'll do this during Reiki, is with with sound. So there's different sounds for different parts of the body and for different types of healing. I also use it in yoga. But so you can do that with tuning forks, sound bowls. I do both of those. Breath work. I like to teach breath work. And breath work is, again, it's just another tool to help calm the nervous system. You can take one breath and recalibrate that nervous system and calm yourself down. So there's many forms of breath work that you can be doing, and simple, easy ways of doing that. Meditation, which is always good. Everybody's pretty familiar with meditation, but yeah, I'm trying to think if I've forgotten anything. I just have a whole bunch, and they all kind of go. They
kind of go together,
intermingle with one another. So yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Okay, this is probably just a very odd question, but when you do Reiki, are you sitting? Are you standing? Are you laying?
I sit and stand. Oh, you mean
like
the person?
I'm
thinking of me. Sorry.
Right. No. Well, I said
being
you.
self-absorbed.
I did
right
say
now.
no. I did say you.
The person lays down, but you don't have to be laying down.
I was
you
just
could
wondering.
sit in a chair if you wanted to, but I find it more relaxing and to be, laying down.
Sure.
And, connect with your breath and just
relax.
zen out and relax and try to, take it all in. And even if the person isn't quite sure, if they want to try it and they're like, oh, I don't know, I guarantee you it's going to be relaxing. And Reiki knows where to go. So like I said, it's universal life force energy, and it knows where it needs to go to help that person heal or to just help them balance their life out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so fascinating.
It is. It's very fascinating.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. And I can go to into a whole nother section of energy and how we're all connected and, connecting with nature. I know that's one reason why I'm such a big nature person too, is be the connection that I have with the natural world,
Right.
and with trees and with all of that, animals, bugs, everything. Yeah. The bees that I go and water in my garden to make sure that they have enough water, and they never bother me. It's like they know, like she's here to help us,
Yes.
to give us
We need
something.
her.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we need them. You know,
Yes.
it's all
Yep.
very connected.
Yes,
is.
it
Yeah.
is. Do you do things? Do you have like any of your sessions outside? Just
I
thinking
do.
of
I
that.
just did a summer solstice in June to welcome in summer and the sun, and I will be doing another one in September. What'll be the autumn equinox,
Okay.
and that will be outside. So I've really kind of gotten it to 4 times a year when the seasons change.
Got it.
The summer and the autumn I'm going to do outside, and then the winter when it's colder will be done inside.
Okay.
And the outdoor ones, like the autumn equinox that's coming up, will also include my labyrinth. I have a labyrinth at my home. And every time it's a little bit different when I do my classes. It could be yoga nidra. It could be Reiki that's included. I incorporate a cacao ceremony, which is a plant that's a heart opener. So we want to open our hearts to what's going on. And so I include lots of the stuff that I really like and that I resonate with, that I want to share with other people. So meditation, breath work, all that stuff. But
I love that.
it is. It's just relaxing and fun. And I've worked with Kat a few times now. We've done some yoga
yes.
down at
It's my
Found and
favorite.
Flora. That's been really, people have enjoyed it, and just doing it in that space is wonderful.
Oh, I
So,
bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yep.
Well, and I did a yoga nidra at her studio.
Yeah.
You did like the kind of the beginning of the new year,
Yep.
kind of
Okay.
like letting go of the old year and kind of bringing in the new year.
Sure.
And yoga nidra is just like a meditation yoga. And
Yep.
so we did like the cacao ceremony and kind of did that. And then we
And
just
some
laid
sound
down
journey
in the sound journey. And
Yep.
it's really crazy how things even like sound have such an impact on you. Like we
Resonates with you.
talk about it at the shop all the time, like when we've done these classes at the shop, like we've kind of recruited some of the, the people that work at the shop. and
Oh,
then
sure.
elsewhere. And it's just, like you get so relaxed.
Yes.
Like, and she'll talk you kind of talk you down off the ledge, kind of get your breathing going, and you kind of lay down, and then you kind of start like relaxing all the parts of your body.
Yeah.
And then she'll say like, relax like each of your fingers. Like without moving my fingers, I feel them tingle.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
she's
wow.
like, bring awareness to your pinky, bring awareness to your
Yeah.
ring finger. Like, Ivy and I were talking about
It's
that. Like
good.
we feel them like vibrate. Like we're not moving them. Like we just have like our hands like laying out, next to us, but you feel like a
they're
tingle.
tingling.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's great for inner work. We're so disconnected from ourselves a lot of times. So yeah, yoga nidra is a beautiful, and sound journeys, all of it, breath work, meditation. It's a lot of doing inner work, which is beautiful because it's just helps everybody. So
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and gets you connected with yourself.
Yes.
You are with you all the time.
Right.
Yes,
right.
yes.
All the time. You need to know yourself. And a lot of people are really not connected and unaware of their physical body or their mental or all of that. So,
Right.
And just to take an hour. And I remember one of the
Yep.
things you said in one of the classes, is like nobody needs a thing from you right now. Like you.
Yeah,
Right.
you've signed up for this. You're here now. So just be and just breathe and just take in the moment. Yeah. Because we don't do that. very
No.
often at
No.
all. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And you have to take a class, like
Yes.
and be like, put it on your calendar, like I'm
scheduling
or
this for
take
myself.
have a massage, or
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good.
But gotta do it.
Yeah.
You gotta
Gotta do
schedule. You gotta schedule it.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of schedule, just looking at what you've got coming up. And so you've got one in August, breath work.
Yes, vagal toning breath work, which I did this a couple years ago that I got certified in teaching this. And again, it's all about the nervous system and getting your nervous system to calm down. So it's a series of steps that you take to calm the vagus nerve down. So I'll be teaching that in August. The autumn equinox will be in September. I'm trying to do something monthly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to work on chakras in October, just really teaching people, what is this
it?
stuff? Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
And it's all, we all have it. It's all energy that's in us, and that's in our bodies. And then I did shout out, there's going to be a women's restorative retreat that I'll be doing a yoga nidra class. And that's in November. Then I'll also be doing a feeling of gratitude with the waning moon in November. We can always get a little more gratitude in our lives. And then the winter solstice practice will be in December, and that will be inside. So my autumn equinox will be outside, but then the winter solstice, because nobody wants to be laying outside.
Right.
The winter solstice. Unless it's a really nice...
Unless it's a, you never
if
know.
it's a really nice evening, we
Right.
could maybe go do some laps around the labyrinth.
Sure,
You never
sure.
know. So,
Right.
yeah. But yeah, I like doing these classes because, like I said, it's all stuff that I have learned that has helped me in my life, and just stuff that I'm passionate about. So I like to teach that and share with others, and hope they might get something out of it.
Yeah. So people can register, it says, through your Facebook, Instagram, or on your website.
Yes, my website. I got a new website
Yeah.
4 months ago.
It's so pretty.
It is very pretty.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Shout out to Stacy Ideas for doing such great pictures.
Yes.
And Jenny for helping me get it all set up. But yeah, so you can go on there. I have all the events posted that you can sign up that way too. So,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And it gives a list of all my services, and just there's a blog in there. I've only done one entry, but it's one of my uncomfortable things. So I'm gonna get doing it.
Getting
Yep.
it.
Push
I
through
gotta-
and
Yep. Push through it and do a few more, because I do like to share what I'm thinking or what I'm learning or all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But,
and all these classes are at your studio at your home.
correct.
It's over by
Yep.
the lake. If people
Yep.
don't know,
It's
How to
just south
find
of
you.
the lake. Yeah, south of the lake. Yeah, and yep, it's attached to it's in my home, but there's a separate entrance that goes there, and there's signs out to guide you where you're supposed to
Right,
go.
right.
But I it's a very relaxed, I think, beautiful setting that you can really, when you get there, it's just kind of, you almost decompress right away walking in. I try to make it a beautiful place that is relaxing for people, that time is for them, and that they can, relax and enjoy it. And
yeah,
Yeah.
and it smells great. You've always got some
Yeah.
great oils.
Yeah. When we did your video, it did smell really good in there.
yeah. I kind of get numb to it because I'm around it all the time. but
Right,
yeah.
right.
People, it's funny because out in the community, people say they can, they'll be like, oh, I knew I smelled you over, like in the grocery store. I thought I could smell you here. Or you're like, yep, that's me. Or I go to the bank and they can smell it on the paper or whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
just kind of like, oh,
It's this whole aura of you. that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes. Yes.
it sinks into my
Sandy's here.
skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good thing, right?
It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That is funny.
So, in addition to all your work at Inner Serenity, you've got another kind of passion project that you've been involved in with a pace, don't
I
you?
know, and I'm so excited. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
So a PACE used to be Region 5, and they just switched their name, oh gosh, probably 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, but now it's called a PACE. And exactly a year ago, well, it would have been a year ago in July, we're now in August, they were so welcoming to me on, I threw out the idea that I wanted to start an art program there where I come in and do art with the clients there once a month.
Oh, wow.
And so they were like, yeah, sure. What's it going to look like? I'm like, well, this is what I've come up with in my head or whatever. And this is what I want. So fortunately, my I'm going to have great daughter-in-laws someday. My son Max, his girlfriend Carly does a thing called Disable the Label. And it's raising money for people with disabilities. And so I wanted to start this art program. She does these fundraisers. I'm like, let's collaborate so that I can get some money that we can have at a pace that will help pay for the art activities that we're doing.
Right.
And so we had our first one last August, and it got us a good chunk of money so that I could do this all year. I do it, like I said, once a month. Right now we're doing twice a month because we're getting ready for our second Disable the Label that's coming up in September. It's September 14th.
Nice.
But it has been wonderful. I look forward to it as much as I think the clients look forward to it. And they're just doing wonderful, wonderful work. And we've also collaborated with Sassafras Galleria and have brought some of our art projects down there so that people can see what they're working on, buy some of their projects or art, and just get them involved in the community, because that's an important part of a PACE, that they try to get everyone involved within the community. So it has just been a really fun past year, and I'm looking forward to this next year. But our upcoming event is going to be September 14th. It'll be at Plotchick Park from 11 to 1, and we're going to have live music and just there's popcorn, snow cones, hot dogs, art activities. We're going to have displayed all the art, not all, but some of the art that they've worked on throughout the year, and sell it, or you can just see what they're doing. But this year, our theme is, what's it called? Friends blossom together. That's what our shirts are going to say. And they came up with it. We've had 2 committee meetings now. And so we've brainstormed with the clients there, and they came up with Friends Blossom Together. It's going to be beautiful, but it kind of goes in with the theme goes with what the money is going to be raised for, which is going to be a sensory garden. So they're going to have a little sensory garden at a pace where they can grow some food, or they can have some lavender and you can smell it, wind chimes that they can hear, a picnic table, just another space for them to get outside and connect a little with nature, but also use the 5 senses that they have, and it'll be wheelchair accessible, and just kind of a fun. So that's what we came up with for this year's fundraiser.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so if you want to donate, you can donate, and if you want to come to the event, come to the event. So it's on Facebook. I put it on. I haven't put it on Inner Serenity. I will, but I know it's on my personal Sandy Hone Facebook page. But Disable the Label with Carly, and I pace. There'll be flyers around. We're gonna have T-shirts people can order and all that. But
great!
It's a good cause, and
it's a great cause.
Everyone's excited for it. So everybody down there is excited for it too.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So save that date, September 14th.
That date, September 14th, 11 to 1. Come to Plotchick Park and have some fun. Yeah, games and everything. It's for everyone. So
great.
Yeah.
Bring the family.
Bring the family, absolutely, and interact with all of us and just have a good time. It'll be a great day. Yeah,
nice. And so watch social media for more information on.
Absolutely, we just posted
t-shirts.
Yesterday. I think that was kind of the kickoff post as to that it's here it comes,
it's coming.
We're getting the T-shirts. Rivalry's doing our T-shirts, so that's getting put together right now, and we should have something next week that will show what the shirts are. They're super, they're fun, cute, love it. Yeah, it'll be great. Yeah, nice. I'm excited. Yeah.
Well, what a great thing. And I'm so impressed that you came up with this in your head and just made it happen. And it's just like
it's something I've wanted for a long time. And just, thinking of like, how can I do something to give back to the community? And I've always, people with disabilities have always tugged at my heartstrings, and it's something I've always liked, that population. I've worked with that population in the past when I was younger, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it, and we're going to see where this goes, and it's blowing up. It's great.
Yeah.
So it's been really fun.
That's so awesome.
Yep.
I
just saw a quote last night that said, "Create the things you wish existed."
Yep.
And I just love that. That's exactly what you did.
That's what you did. Yeah.
Yep. And I think I shared with you girls earlier that a necklace that I have, and it's roomy, and it says, "Let the beauty that you love be what you do." So I do try to live by that mantra or those words, that poem, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Right.
Let the beauty that you love be what you do. So
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that.
Yep.
I feel like I have to put that somewhere in
I
here.
know.
And when we are promoting your podcast.
yeah. And I carry that within my work too. Yeah.
Sure.
Just, I want to share what the things that I love, I want to share with others, because obviously I think it's awesome.
Right.
Right.
Maybe somebody else will too.
Will too. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I love about all of this. You can really tell that you're excited, and the stuff that the things that you're picking, the breath work, the Reiki. I always
Reiki.
say Reiki. I always feel like I say it wrong.
Universal life force energy. Yeah. That's what it means.
Yeah, it's like stuff that you are just overly passionate about, and that's just so cool that you're bringing that to our town,
Right.
And having that
right.
available.
And I to be honest with you, I can totally see if I told any friends from Omaha or Lincoln or, outside, well, even outside of the state, they'd be like, "You have that in your town."
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do get that. I actually get people that will travel here from out of state that some of them I see regularly because they know that it's
wow.
here. And
Yeah.
they've reached out, like they just look for something when they're coming back because they might need a massage or they might
Right.
do Reiki or they whatever. And they're
Right.
like, I looked up and I found you and I can't believe that that's here. And I'm like, oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Please come over. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been good.
And we're just, lucky to have you here.
Yeah. So thank you.
That
I
we
enjoy
have
it. Yeah.
And so that people can be like, "Oh, I can go to Wahoo after living out of state."
Right.
Yep. And I do with people, if they're, some of this stuff can be out of people's comfort and they don't really, because they're not really aware as to what it is.
Sure.
So I just like to put out there that I do make you feel as comfortable as possible and ask as many questions as you want and just give some of these things a try and just see if they resonate with you and what you feel like when you get done. And
Right.
I guarantee you, I almost guarantee you that, you will like it and it will,
Right.
it'll be a good thing.
Well, and I have been one because I don't relax. My brain doesn't relax. And I know when Kat has had these and then my cousins have gone and like, they're like, "Come on, you're going to go." And I'm like, no, like I will sit there and I won't be able to, but now listening to you
You'll totally
doing
be
it,
able
I'm
to.
like, maybe I will be able to do this because I have
Well,
been where I'm
and-
like, I don't want to be that person that's like,
Yeah. Well, and when you say yoga
Distracting.
nidra too, it's kind of interesting because people right away, they're thinking yoga,
Poses.
they're thinking
Pose.
bendy and poses. Yeah. They're thinking
Uh-huh.
asana. And it's
Right.
like, no, you're going to be laying in corpse position.
right?
That's what it's called.
Get a blankie and a pillow.
Yeah.
And
Shavasana.
you get comfy.
It's corpse position. And you bring your pillows and your blankies. And
Right.
so, and then I always use like an eye pillow because to me that just kind of blocks you off from what's going on around you.
It's got a little
Okay.
weight to it.
Get a little
pushes
weight
on
to
you.
ground you, and it helps the person if they are a little uncomfortable. Nobody's looking at you and you're not looking at anybody
Right,
else. So
right.
yeah, and then you come to a class and you're gonna be like, all right, I'm in.
Right. Yes. Yes.
This works. I'm gonna do this again. Yeah.
People
Yeah.
have left and they said they've had the best sleep then that night.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, they're just that relaxed. Because my brain's like that
Maybe
too. Like
I
I have
need
to do things purposely
Yeah.
at night to get the squirrel to get off the wheel.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
You know, like I use earbuds
Well,
and
I'm going to
podcasts
tell you
and
right now,
stuff.
that's one reason why I do a lot of these practices is because my brain is just a constant conversation going on. And it has been since I was a child. Like I have attention deficit disorder. And if you know anybody with ADHD, you are, it's just a constant conversation. So for me, it is a way for me to slow that down. I mean, that's another reason why I've been drawn to a lot of these practices is because it helps me to just retrieve and
Right.
slow it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it works.
No, I think I need to try it now that because I was like, no, like, and Sue did try to tell, like, she was like, "You're just going to lay there." And I was like, no, like, I was like,
Nobody's
I
going
was
to
like-
touch you.
yeah.
Nothing's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, it's just going to be
And it's
laying
crazy
there.
how fast an hour goes.
Oh,
Because they're
yeah,
like,
that's the other thing.
they're
They're
like an
like,
hour
"We're done?"
class.
Done.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's over.
Yeah.
Yep. It is very relaxing. Kind of like Reiki too. When people get done doing a Reiki session, they're like, gosh, I felt like I got a full night's sleep.
Oh, wow.
It's just so.
I'm so intrigued
Sure.
by the Reiki part.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yep.
I'll be signing up.
Signing
that.
for I know. That's why I'm like kind of looking at these classes. I'm like, okay. And that's why I love having you on, so that people who are like me, that were like, no, might actually now be like me and be like, I'm gonna start.
Well, and I
looking at
understand,
these
like, this
classes.
isn't especially around here, this isn't the norm.
Sure.
This isn't stuff that you see a lot.
Sure.
So, I went to Sedona last year. I love Sedona. If any of you have been there, so
well, it's hot
like
in
the environment that, so that environment is totally. You find this stuff everywhere.
Everywhere.
So I was in my element. But,
Right.
it's different in different places.
Right.
And, I know that this isn't the so-called norm around here, but it can be.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, let's make it.
And it's
Right.
and it's very it's just really about your health, whole
Right.
body health. Think of that.
right.
Yeah, whole body health.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went to your yoga nidra, like that end of the year, ushering the new year one in. Teresa Klein was at that when I told her, I'm like, I could do this every month. Like,
Yeah.
I could do one of these a month just to kind of keep.
Yeah.
Just like keep
So
yourself.
so just saying.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep yourself aligned.
Aligned.
and
Yeah.
balanced and give yourself that time that you really should be giving yourself that time, because if we don't take care of ourselves, everybody's heard this, you can't take care of others.
Right.
So
Right.
and we're here, that's why we're here, is to be helping one another. That's how I look at it. We're
Right.
here to just help each other out, get where we're going, doing what we need to get done, and during those stressful times that you're present and able to help yourself and help others.
You can't pour from an empty cup. is
Yeah,
what
and
we
I know
say
you
at
have
the shop.
Ramda, a saying is, we're all just here walking each other home. My sister-in-law Rachel gave me that sign when she saw it in your store, because she's like, oh my gosh, because I've said that so many times before. Like, we're all, meaning, whatever your spiritual life is or whatever your religion is, but part of that to me is too, we're all just here walking each other. We're all here to just help one another. Like, we all got to get through life together. So this all goes with that, like,
Yes.
help
Very much
yourself so
so.
that we can help others, and all just keep moving forward and
Right.
keep that vibration up, and we can all,
Right.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
I do too. Well, I think that was a great way to like.
Yeah, we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you so
thanks for
much for
joining us.
Let me
joining
share.
us. Yeah. This was great.
Absolutely.
And so then anybody, again, that wants to go to any of these monthly classes, just check out Inner Serenity Holistic Wellness on
Yes.
Facebook, Instagram, and on your new website.
Yes. And notice how I spell holistic. It's with a W. Most
Oh,
people do
yeah.
holistic.
Yeah.
I do a W, actually holistic. I'm going to get nerd out on you a little bit.
Nice.
Holistic, the H-O comes actually from W-H-O-L.
Ah.
So you can use either.
Sure.
Most of what we see is the H
Okay.
way of spelling it. Me, where I always think whole body.
whole body.
I want that word whole.
Whole.
So
Sure.
when you try to get my website, if you keep putting in just the
Just
H,
the
you need
H.
to put the W in front of it, or you're not going to get it. So,
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Good point.
just to let you know. Yeah.
Very good
That's why
information.
that's why I have it that way.
I love that.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, thanks for listening. And don't forget
To keep it local, friends.
This has been a Chamber Chat
With Kate.
and Kat.
See you next time.